light off, light on. I think we're gonna go with the light on. What is up, you guys? I'm back and I have a September wrap up. I actually haven't done a wrap up in like forever. When was the last time I did a wrap up? I don't know. So in September I read 4 books. So one of the books that I read in September was The Coming by Daniel Black. You guys know that Daniel Black is like pretty much one of my favorite authors. He wrote Perfect Peace, which I talk about all the time, and realize I have not done a review of it. How do you not do a review of one of the books that you love like so much? What is wrong with you, Alan? I don't know. I'm just gonna say there will be a review coming, and you guys really are going to need to watch the review. The Wonder by Emma Donaghue. Emma Donaghue is the author of Room. It's about this nurse who goes to this remote Irish village, and there's this girl there, and the claim is that she has been living off of no food, and the council in the town has hired her, a nurse, and also a nun to go watch the girl to either prove or disprove what is going on, that the child is actually has been living for 4 months with no food. So they're going to watch the child and just observe and see how the child does. And the first 2/3 of this book were pretty fucking boring. I'm not even gonna lie. Emma Donaghue has this way of just being overly descriptive, but the problem is you can't really get mad because it's not a writing flaw, but all the descriptiveness always makes sense to the character. But it's tiring. It's very tiring. But that last third of the book, boy, like, come on. Why couldn't you just give me the last third? And she did the same thing with Room. So I'm starting to see a pattern. But I think I gave this book 2.5 stars. It wasn't a solid 3 because for me it just wasn't solid. But I think the thing that she always gets with me is I always want to finish reading the book because the premise and the idea of the book is always so good. So the execution is a little off, or maybe it's not even really off though, because it's just me that I don't like it. And then it could also be that it's really hard sometimes to get into books when I'm at work, because in between taking calls I'm reading, and sometimes I might have to read a line over and over. But my reading experience was a 2.5 with this book, and it would have been less if not for the saving grace of the end. Binti by Nnedi Okorafor, and this is a little novella about this girl named Binti. It's kind of futuristic, tribal-ish. I can't explain it. She is a math whiz in the village, country, planet, whatever it is that she lives on. She's been accepted to this like interstellar college. They have all kind of species there, people from other planets, and people that live in her village and from her place where she's from, they don't go to school. Like, she's the first one to be accepted and the first one to actually go. So she goes, and then on her way there some stuff happens, because you know planets are at war and stuff, and then some stuff happens. If you're wondering what this orange stuff is, I wonder why it's orange on the cover, but in the book it's actually this red stuff. It's like this red clay that she smears all over her body. I just think that's weird. But yeah, I think I gave this about 3 stars. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was solid. I really do want to get to the next one. The next one is called Home, Binti, Home, something like that. And yeah, it's the next one, and it hasn't come out yet, but I want to read it. The Way of Kings by Sanderson. This is book 1. This is epic fantasy. This is the first book. It follows 1,099 characters because that's the way epic fantasy does. I think I gave this book 4 stars. There's one character that I absolutely loved. There's some other characters that I liked, but I didn't really start liking them until halfway through the book. And that's like a whole fucking book to read because halfway through the book is 500 pages. I'm very excited to get into the second one. So if any of you have read this and the second one, or just this one, and you want to have some discussions, let me know. Put them down below in the comments and we can talk about some things. So yeah, this was a big ass book. Oh my god, it took me like the whole month to read it. So those are all the books that I read in September. That is also all that I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below in my belly, and I'll talk to you guys later.